I'm going to be talking about suggestive thinking and mind control today. Um, First off, if you're not thinking that you can be controlled, um, well, I mean, if you're not thinking that about it at all, you may be susceptible to that. If you know for damn sure your mind can't be controlled, well, that's very cool because that's where I'm at. Like I've told you before, I am like freaking uncontrollable and I can't be swayed and I can't be fooled. So, um, we can play a game if you want. So, anyway, yeah, these people out here, with, oh, what they're saying with electrons and stuff and nanobots and our blood and everything else. Don't listen to this baloney. Don't buy this crap, okay? I'm serious. I mean, Agenda 21, the main thing with that whole thing, or what their upgraded 2030, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Um, the basic thing a master will do is put a thought into your mind and make you think that you thought it, that type of thing. Now, God does do that, but that's allowed. He's like, hey, Barb, you know what? I think it's a good idea if you do this. Or, he'll have me do something and then he's like, now, wasn't that okay? Or, that's a whole lot different though than somebody saying, oh, we're going to get together with this person and we're going to talk about global world order or something, and okay, I heard about, for instance, over in China, and that's what got me going on the electrical thing today, is saying how these people are um, getting sick because of electronics through their systems and their bodies and whatnot. And I'm thinking they do eat a lot of soy, they do eat a lot of pork, they have been getting fatter, they do have McDonald's, and water will conduct electricity, and the soy will hold moisture in their skin and their body and their pores. So maybe somebody like me that doesn't retain a lot, maybe that's a good thing. So, hey, smoke your cigarette. It'll dehydrate you. Drink some coffee. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But the science of the body is what they're attacking. So they say they're attacking it. But can they really? Can they really attack you? I think they can only attack you if we let them. On the other hand, I think I can attack them when God lets me. So, just like with a thought. And I really truly believe that. I don't think there's not going to be no big physical fight or nothing. God's just going to like, just like that in a split second. And that'll be that. Like a wave of the hand, you know. Okay, here's a scenario. Um, if my kid was sleeping, okay, so we're unaware that God's there and they're unaware. So in a sense they're sleeping. Um that is when he comes like a thief in the night because you are unaware. And of course I know Christians have heard this before, but if any demonistic blood is watching this, well, hey, you will be caught unaware. Yes, because God made you anyway. And so your soul decided to be on the side of the bad guys, well, you'll be caught unaware, most definitely. So, And yes, it's a script. Guess what? Most of the women in the Bible were taken out of the script. Yes, they were. Right from the beginning. And that's a great big fat lie. But we'll get down to there'll be a point in our history where God will say, well, of course God knows the history. Man can hide that from us all he wants, but you know, God's gonna say, okay, here's another book. This is your history book. This is your journal of your life and your creation and day one, how I made you and your happy birthday, that type of thing. Give me 1 minute. I gotta go open up my window. I closed things. It was getting cool, but one momento. So, anyway, I believe because nobody's ever been able to control my mind, I just don't believe this crap. They can use music, they can, feed us different things, they can physically hurt us. But as far as trying to brainwash you or hypnotize you or any of that, and believe me, and this is true, they had magicians and hypnotists and different things in my life trying to do things to me, and it didn't work out too good for them because God would tell me what to think and what to say, and if they did something like it was physical, then God would get in there and intervene, and it may even look or even seem to me at the time like they did do something, but then after it was all said and done, it didn't benefit me, or I mean them, but it benefited me. So, and that's very true. So, yeah, this stuff's got me irked. So many lies, so much baloney. And I was watching Quantum of Conscience, Matt over there, and almost, I mean, he's got a more eloquent way of speaking. Well, I would say he's got a, I could, but I would say he's got a bigger reach because he's not quite as angry as I am, and I've probably got more reason to be angry. So I come off a little different than to reach a bunch of people, you know. So I'm just kind of talking to my friends, you know me. So yeah, there's a lot of people there willing to fight physically if it does come down to that, and, you know. Otherwise, mentally, there is no fight because you don't get in my mind. So, what are you fighting? Nothing. You're playing with yourself. Well, that's kind of usual in Satanistic family anyway. So, that's true too. Um, oh, funny thing this morning, Doug said I was talking about stepping on them red shoes of them popes, 'cause they signify blood and they're made out of human skin, you know, and their books and Book of the Dead, of course, and um, I literally touched a book with human flesh. How gross is that? So anyway, getting back to the point. Um, oh, give me one moment. Yeah. Uh, Bastards, right? Yeah, no joke. Okay, so I was talking about the Luciferians and the Satanists, and Doug goes Luciferi. He said like Loose, a fairy or our fairy. And I said, I'm not writing nothing like that. I said, I'll tell the joke, but they're all Satanists. I'm not writing Luciferi. Piss on that, you know. And besides that, my viewpoint on fairies. It isn't very funny to me. So, yeah. And I don't like the pretending. I really don't. When I see a man talking and acting like a woman. It's so disgusting. Or vice versa with a woman acting like a guy. I mean, burly type, walking like one, and it's like, give me a break. Well, God's going to give us a break. It won't be too long. I'm really positive. Positive. Like if I was out fishing, I think I might have told you when I was a little girl, I'd sit on the dock and I could just feel our Father um, watching over me. I actually was talking to him, all the time, all the time. But then he said he had to leave me alone. There was a reason. He would be back, and he was never far. And he put Christ here to help. So after that, I couldn't really feel him as much, but I knew when he was ready to come back, he told me, you'll feel me in the same direction. It's like, okay. And I do. So, absolutely, he's right up above us right now. So, and that's a fact. I told Doug, I said, you're in trouble pretty soon. I said, my family's coming. I can feel them. I said, it won't be long now. That was about a couple years ago. I said, it's closer and closer. And I'm not talking Nibiru. I'm talking about our Father in heaven, the real one. So, and that's why I like this one song of Coldplay's. It goes one eye on the road and one on you. It's like, yeah, I know he does. And I just feel it. I feel it. So when he got really close, I just knew it. So anyway, let's see what else is on my mind. Oh, I was gonna play a song for us, or put some electronic music on. I think if it's my speaker still on. No, just a minute. Gotta turn that on. Diabetes are accepted. We don't want to hear about diabetes. Oh, maybe some people do. I've saved a couple people from anaphylactic shock, and some epileptics, and some chokers, and some bleeders, and and some broken stuff, all kinds of stuff. So, Doug almost broke his toe today walking in the same hallway I broke my toes. I had a computer on the ground there in the hallway and got in a hurry. I made a breakfast for supper really late. I mean, like bacon, eggs, toast, the whole thing, which I do like once a year. And unless I'm cooking bacon for a BLT, we might have a couple times, but we only had that once too. So this was like a couple years ago. And I was in a really big hurry. It was late. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, maybe even later. And I turned around and I had put something in the dishwasher and turned around really quick and bam, right into that thing. And I'm like, no way. So it hurt all night and everything. And I went to let my dog out in the morning and I could barely even walk on the thing. And so I did go to the doctor and nothing much they could really do. I kept them wrapped together, and so for like 6 months, I just freaking suffered with that. That was after I had. Oh, and no, and then I broke my shoulder after that catching Doug, and it was like enough of that breaking stuff. But yeah, broken bones are no fun, and like I reminded him today for when he had stubbed his toe on a chair by my little table that people can die from broken bones. You get an infection in there, and I was hearing about that disgusting couple that there was a brand new baby boy, and they beat him so severely, like hung him from his legs and all kinds of sick stuff, and they had to amputate that little baby's legs. What do those people deserve? A father and a mother? That's some sick crap. literally sick. Not just drug induced. That's Satanistic bullshit there. So, yeah. Yeah, I love this drums. I thought that was pretty neat. So, it is electronic. This one is Shore, it's called. It's like a little gnat flying around me. I hope it isn't a flea. That's what I was doing today, washing bedding and spraying the whole house and soaking down my animals. And you got to keep on it because if you don't, they get out of control, and they're not normal. Fleas are not normal, So, I don't know. When I was a kid, I never bought a flea collar for my dog. My dog never had any fleas, But I don't know. I think now they could be dropping flea eggs and crap like that out of the sky. That I wouldn't put past them, And that's true. You never know what kind of dirty deed they'll do like that, So, I don't trust them. I'll never trust them. I mean, it isn't just them. I mean, there's so many people that have jobs, that do jobs, that wouldn't even eat or be fed if they didn't basically doing Satan's bidding, Say like if it's somebody in a lab or a pilot or, oh, it's a doggone fly. That's what's flying around. Yep, they always run when you get the fly swatter. Damn it, that happens a lot just when I start thinking about something good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be like a pilot or even a trash collector, that knows he's putting it in the wrong spot, or um, any of these people doing a public service, are they putting like the right parts on gas lines, or, for like water mains, are they clean? Are they poisoning you with copper? I mean, we don't know. We don't know what the government's allowing. I mean, they can say anything they want to say, but that doesn't make it so, you know. So, yeah. First, lead paint's bad for you, and everybody's got to go to, non-lead paint in their homes. And then they're saying, well, if you have old plumbing with, or old, I mean, plumbing on the brain, yeah. If you have old paint in your home, well, the lead might protect you from the 5G. These assholes, of course, lead's not good for you, you know. So, so which is it? I don't know. What a bunch of hokey crud. Yeah. So I'm hoping that people that um do drink or do drugs or whatever, I mean, get inebriated, will clean up their act so they can hear God talking to them, because those are the ones that are going to be really scared. I mean, the true Satanists, they don't care. They honestly think that they can rise above God and control everything forever, even though they were given a time limit. So, um, yeah, the ones that are going to be scared are the ones, like I say, Joe Smo just having a beer, thinking everything's going okay, just skipping along, and, or crabbing along, whatever you do when you come down from your alcohol, So, yeah. because it does depress your system.
Does it work?
You know. Pretty much too, when I was a drug counselor, I pretty much talked just like I talking now. I mean, I had these charts and pamphlets and different things that I had to give out to people, but you know, I just sat down and talked to them and told them, like,
I like that it's your first priority.
you really have to think about yourself in life, even if you have a family. For a second, just put them aside in your mind and think, do I want to be healthy? Do I want to be strong? Do I want to live anymore? Or am I truly trying to kill myself, Or does it matter either way? That's questions to ask, ask oneself. Or if I believe that it is almost end times, it is end times. Do I want to be drunk when God calls my name? So, yeah, I don't know. I might get a copyright strike. This isn't freaking music. It went off. Now, if this YouTube crap and that's music for creators, if they did something like that to me, they can just bite me or bite somebody else. Bite one of your own kind. So anyway, yeah, disgusting. Yeah. But I do know, and I wasn't going to say the whole thing, and I said SO. Well, just let me put a W in the front of that. Was the electronic vibe that I heard that was downgrading, and Matt Rogers, has music that literally reverbs the inner ear in a low vibe. And I've got a few other I'm going to be pointing out, just naming out. I don't care what you people say or what you think. I'm protecting people. So I'm not saying they're doing it all the time, but yeah, on the British one, he is. So on the Wisconsin one, he's not. But I haven't been over there for quite a while because when I know they're deceiving people or hurting people, and even if it's only a little bit, even if they could say it really wasn't, the direction that was put there wasn't extremely from God, so something else is up. I suspect alcohol in a lot of extremes because that is liquor, it's spirits, even if it's beer. That's why I like a lager or something like that, or to eat or something like that after or before, or to take care of yourself, really physically fit and can expel things out of your system and not become clouded of mind. So, yeah, yeah, it's disturbing. I know my videos don't go far, but I know there's stuff they know I know, and well, like I said, they're afraid of me, so I don't really care, and they should be. So, time's up. The time has come for everybody in the planet to stand up and go to anybody that says, "Oh, why don't you do that over there?" Or make up your own mind, or when I did this happened. That's suggestive thinking. Um, or you could try, these words that are suggesting, and that's a form of mind control. Another, like I've told you before, the form of hypnotism with the rings, and they'll be talking, and it'll be, flash the rings. Um, Even bracelets, necklaces, dark clothing, they're tools of their lies. You know, I'm not saying everybody that wears something dark's a liar. I'm just telling you it makes it easier for them to do that. So, yeah. Well, I probably will close this one out and just want to talk about that mind control and that um reverb in your inner ear. There's a high pitch with a low pitch on the Britain one, and the one that was from Wisconsin was piercing, very high pitch. And see, the low pitches, they can get so low they're barely audible. And when you're talking about somebody that used to work on naval ships and that type of technology, he has the expertise there. Because when I said SO, it was like, no, because I like suspicious observer for magnetosphere reports and stuff. And they even dissed on that guy. And for all I know, they could be all intertwined. Because if you diss on one and you make yourself look lily white and they go a little bit under, well, they wouldn't care. That doggone fly. And they wouldn't care anyway. Yeah. Well, such is life. I'm going to kill you, fly. I'll just think of you like Satan and or one of them so-called ex-relatives of mine, and I will kill you. So that's what I do when I'm gotta kill a fly. I name it after somebody I don't like. So yeah. Well, everybody, I'm gonna go wash the fly goo off me now. So yeah, I was done anyway. I love you very much. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Good night, everybody.